I didn't think I was going to be that quick, but yeah, I was watching The Good Brother because I was yeah, kind of like the first video, one of the first videos I watched. Of course, I was watching the Good Brother Millennial, and yeah, he was talking about he was going doing a step by step guide, and he was basically reviewing universe mode. That was like 37 minutes, so I thought I was gonna be there for a while, but yeah, even for 37 minutes, yeah, Millennials, yeah, he's pretty up and out of there. So oh wow, I didn't think it was gonna be that fast, but it's it's time though, because I watched just like last night, I watched a few videos. I've been seeing already. I've been seeing like streams, of course, but on the yesterday because it just released yesterday, and yeah, people start playing it, and yeah, start seeing a few videos, and just to get started off. I mean, yeah, I mean, if you like the game, you think 2K is doing its job. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, y'all got some type of relationship with 2K. Hey, then that's good for y'all. And you know, wish nothing for the best for y'all. And who are like if you whether you're a consumer or as such, like y'all think 2K is doing like you think 2K is doing no wrong right now, then good for y'all. But yeah, just don't wonder why. But still wonder why, and don't get up in arms. Just out of no reason. Because of the fact that yeah, like individuals like me are not satisfied, and wonder why that millions are. You also wonder why that a majority stops or is not buying, or has problems, and they're not buying 2K. Just because it's simple, man. Like the issues are very noticeable and they're prevalent. A consistent theme with 2K: the most inconsistent company, the most lazy, the most greedy. That is 2K. All of them fit them perfectly, and because I want to when we talk about this, I want to in this, especially in this type of because 2K talking about WWE 2K23, which is really just an update. I kind of want to highlight and just also from beginning to middle to end, it just why I just yeah why I continue to go forward, of just why I haven't picked up a wrestling game, and just people continue to ignore the problem, yet they of course they want to complain because like I said, they just want to be that they just want to be the song like everybody else, so they can get so it can pretend like they have that, because you have social media now also as well. So like I said, people pretend that they are for the community, and that they're doing everything everybody else is, and they want to they want to showcase 2K that they're not doing really anything. But they're just, it's clear that they're just I mean they're just trying to get their own. They just want to get their own attention. But yeah, like that's what I kind of want to highlight that, man. I mean, yeah, it's the same usual shit with 2K, and yeah, I just like as I just said, I just got done watching the video with Millennial, and it's just yeah, it's like I could even looking at the interfaces, like it looks like they were just looking through UIs, which UIs. If you notice, man, just like look, if you go back to the old wrestling games, like it's specifically also just I don't know, well yeah, like what's like that? What's the one with Brock? Yeah, like Here Comes the Pain. Like if you go back to like a lot of old wrestling games, classic wrestling games, you see that it's just like it almost as looks like as if you're opening up. It's almost like you're just thrown in this type of world, and you just have like so many options to do, and it's like sometimes you don't even know if this you don't even know if this is a video game or not, and it's almost like you're just playing. You're just digging, you're just digging through multiple, a lot of assortment goodie bags, and it's just it has so many distinctives about it, that rings true about it. It just it doesn't look like it doesn't look like a product. Like kind of what I'm trying to say. It doesn't, or it doesn't look like any other video game. And like that's what I feel like. Like I say, if you go back to like especially the menu UIs, it just felt, especially too like if you go back to any Pacific wrestling game, especially the SmackDown versus Raws, it's like they represented that era. They represented that pop culture that it was in. And like, I would definitely say 2K, like 2K now, the wrestling games, they definitely represent the era that they're in because, yeah, that speaks true. Like, it's when you look at everything, when you get right, you play wrestling games now, that 2K whatever, when you play their like the games now, it's simply that. When you look all over, no creativity, no effort, no nothing interesting about it. It's just like I said, just the basic bare minimum. It's just like, and you're just like there, just trying to search what to get into. And like I said, yeah, it's just bare bones. I said basic, generic, standard, whatever you want to call it. And like I said, that's what it looks like. It just looks like a product. It's like Universal. As I was looking through the Universe mode, like I said, me and my boy was laughing because it just looks like as we looking at the Universe mode, yeah, it looks like they went to the drawing board. Hey, it's like search through what UI face are they gonna use, and that's what it looks like. Like they just searched through a bunch of menu UI options and which specific mode they're gonna use. And it's just like a color grade. That's it. Like it just looks like a color grade, and they just slapped it on. Like I said, the effort, the laziness is very noticeable. Like they do not care, and it's like why do they? Why would they not care? Especially years of that. You have a community that's just so ass kissing, and they just get like what I said. It's like a hit dog that's just that yells and barks. But it's like they're still gonna eat the shit that you just throw right on the floor. So it's like that's essentially the 2K community. And it's like of course you have these like fake ass. Like I said, not coming at anybody. Like I said, of course you support 2K. Of course still fuck you. But if you, like I said, it's okay with you. You think 2K can do no wrong. Of course you have to support them. And I understand people trying to like come up. But it's like in a way, they have their community, and it's almost, and they're being and they take it's serious in a way. Like they say don't take this seriously, but they're displaying themselves in the way that's scummy. And this is a great game. You should go buy it. And 2K is doing the best job. And it's like when you look at the game, when you get the game, especially speaking in this context, when you like games like 2K, when you get the game and like you just start playing it and going straight into it, that's another thing. It's just like what the hell? Like this is the great game that everybody's talking about. That's like that's one thing I hate also about the gameplay. That's also been consistent. Like I said, like people that's the thing also. Like people praise so much about the graphics. But like I said, like what's good is the graphics if you don't have anything to show for it. Like the gameplay of 2K is just it looks so ugly, and it looks so cringe, and it makes me not want to play it ever again. Y'all should know what I'm talking about, especially like the snail paced gameplay. Like it's very ugly and tasteless. It's just like that. Nothing about that screams that I want to jump in and play. Like no, I look at old video, or like I said, like games I actually played and grew up with. It makes like I said, I prefer and I miss that classic, arcadey adrenaline pump of because it represented like that's what wrestling was. Like what is like what like I just hate this like this snail pace, the slow like they have cinder blocks on that they're shackled between their ankles. And it's like who asked for that? Like why do they use that type of gameplay? shit. Like if it's like I probably would play a lot more, even like some of the old 2Ks that I have. But it's just like it's starting in 2K15. They always use this gameplay that's just this. It's like it's so taken out to the game. Like I said, yeah, it's just so slow, and it's almost like you're just yeah, you're like you're. They have the players. They're just stuck. They're just their feet are just stuck to the ground, and you're just trying to move, and like they barely move. And when they do, is they glitches. The opponent hits you first always. It's like it's incredibly ridiculous, and it's like that. Like that's what people are okay with. But yeah, it just speaks to the overall society. Because now it's like I said, not just with. I mean, yeah, like companies always had that, even though if it was like in some groups. But yeah, companies always had that as far as like the people working on the game who actually had the passion and the art. Now that doesn't exist anymore. Now it's just suits. Now it's like the suits don't care. You would know the suits don't care, don't give a single fuck when it comes to the community. They just want to get paid as quick as possible and dip out. But like that's all that exists. And it's like, of course, now you have that with the community where it's like, yeah, like shut up and consume, and it's like, yeah, people don't care because they also just want to get they also want to get their bullshit, tasteless, opinion that don't mean shit at all, other than to whether it's to promote the game or to suck off their shill, the company that doesn't give that doesn't care for them back. Yeah, it's all around. It's just it's just it's very ignorant, and like it's very demoralizing. It's like, yeah, it's very very sad that people support you, continue to support something, but and they don't have that type of love for you back. It's ridiculous. What I could if like if you still don't get it, if I could just sum it all up with the 2K games series with 2K. Oh, let me just say first, yeah, like I heard also like when it comes to universe mode, you like oh man, it's like universe mode. It used to be called season mode. Yeah, universe mode is what season mode. Of course the OGs, that back in the 2000s, of course, like when you had SmackDown versus Raw, and you had the season mode, and then you had the GM mode. Of course, GM mode is a shell in 2K now. It's a shell of what it used to be. I don't know what the hell they're doing now, but yeah, season mode was also fun because like you did things. And it's like they had so many options where it's like, yeah, it's like the outside world where you could be a movie star. I wish they could have did more of that, but like it's still like you had options to like also like you could almost like you could be a movie star and still be a wrestler. And it's like you go like do things also to like really like whether it's a baby face or a heel. Like they had those type of options, kind of like a Mass Effect level. It's like I probably had to get explain it also, but when it came to the season mode or I think GM mode, but yeah, like yeah, those early days of season mode and SmackDown versus Raw, like 2006 and 7 and 8, they were so fun, so fun. And it's like I always got a wrestling game because of it. And it's like now, just like that, always used to get fighting games, right? Like, yeah, I always used to get wrestling games, and it's like now I don't play them because it's just like the non-existent of effort and the greed is very showing. Like I said, you have people that force you to say like they'll tell you no idea what you're talking about, even though you're showing them the reason you're talking about the reasons, the bullet points, and you're showing them also. But it's like, yeah, it's just like they just want to have they just want to have a rule over you. They just want to have that like back and forth just to have it, because like yeah, it gets in a way, yeah, it gets them off, whether like it. And yeah, like I was about to say, if I could sum up the whole 2K, the whole wrestling games with 2K series, like I said, like the basketball side, like the 2K, like for years, like the the 2K, like the basketball side of the community, NBA 2K, and it's like for years the people just they still continue to do so, and it's like you know they got bad to a point in 2K. It started showing in 2K18 and 2K18 and 19 or 17, 18, 19, where it's just like wow, like 2K they refuse to work on this game. What's going on out there? Like I got like 2 years or like years worth of work to work on this game. And it's like you had glitches, you have like you had game breaking glitches, you had character models like they looked like they were melting or they didn't even look like the counterpart to which they're betraying. And of course you have like 2K where it's like without VC now, and it's like it's in like now it's in the wrestling games. They got VC in the wrestling games, and it's only going to get worse. To where the point where, you have to, especially in my rise, like unless you want to have such a Super Cena, unless you want your character to basically be Super Cena, you have to buy like hundreds of thousands of VC just to be at a point where you're just like at least having some type of enjoyment. It's like that's what 2K does. They suck 2K is that perfect company. It's like they're that company that sucked they suck the fun out of Rust. They suck the fun out of everything they touch, and it's like there's probably not a more. I'll probably be over exaggerating it, but this probably not a more company that I hate more than 2K, because they're just all around just like greedy scum. And that's what they're now doing to wrestling games. And it's like I said, that basketball side of the community, like they're taking for years, and like they still continue, like me to a certain degree. Like people laugh at the basketball, the NBA 2K communities, because they just they lay down for it. And I don't know if y'all heard, because because just like the fighting game community now, this is the NBA 2K or the basketball game community. It's it's very small. I think it's probably a little small community, and I said it has a large audience, but I don't think it's like very social, such as like Call of Duty, or like Fortnite or anything like that. But I mean, you like I don't know if y'all heard, but it's like, do you have like I don't know if he's still like the CEO, or like he was like, because he was like they had this guy where he was like. It just spoke volumes too. Like they had this guy that he was basically the CEO of NBA 2K, and it's like he had this whole beef with Agent. If y'all know that he had a whole beef with this YouTuber, and it was just going back and forth. And still he straight, because that YouTuber used to be a part of the community. Almost like he don't really like conversate in that community now, and it's like that. They went back and forth, and he was straight like he was like that far. He was also like into the camp. Like I said, you can't be in the 2K camp. If you're gonna be in the 2K camp, you're gonna have to shill everything that they put out, everything that they have for you. You gotta shill all their products. You have to kiss ass to all their products. And like I said, like of course, like you're trying to get yours. Any creator out there that's like a part, that's in that bracket with 2K, hey, nothing really like I said, not trying to like where, or as far as like you want to look at, as far as like really disrespecting, hey, like if the shoe fits, wear it, because that's what you're really doing. Like at the end of the day, kissing ass. And like he had to see, they were just go, like it was just a whole beef. And like he had the CEO of 2K. He had this whole type of personality. I don't know if he streams, but he just had this whole, also on his Instagram and his social media, and he had this whole type of personality where it's like like this, like those type of like individuals, like people that they're in Hollywood, and like because they like for example, because they know, or they talk to, like a couple of times, they talk to The Rock or Tom Cruise or Michael B. Jordan, just because and they think they're a celebrity too. Like that's the type of bias, that's the type of the personality that the CEO had. And it's like it was very fucking funny. It was very funny, man. that shit was. It's like, yeah, it makes you want to laugh like just thinking about it. Like that dude was, whew, like that. Like he had like it was like very laughable. And like yeah, it's just like I said, it just speaks to the whole. That just speaks to the whole. And now it's very. And now it's in wrestling games. It's like you have the VC where it's getting to a point in wrestling games where yeah, now that's gonna be it's just gonna be like the NBA 2K games, and like, that's what 2K is turning wrestling games into. And it's not that's, man, it's a shame too. It's a shame. It really is a shame. I said, oh, I think I did say it before, but yeah, universe mode. Like no, I heard they took out promos, they took out no interference, no more show intros. Like what? Who asked for this? Like why are y'all taking out so much more? Then they want to like 2 years or 3 years later pretend like oh look what we did. We've added something new. It's like that's already been a recurring that's already been a recurring feature. What are you talking about? That feature has already been in past games. Like like they have the balls. Like 2K, they like I said, they like that company that has the balls to do whatever they want because they can, because people still buy their games. No matter how many times they continue to be exposed, and it's been pretty clear about how much of a greedy ass company that they are. People still buy their games. It just speaks to the society now. It's just where you gotta shut up and you can't have any type of criticism. Like I said, it just speaks to the society, and like I said, I talk about wrestling. It just speaks to wrestling, entertainment, everything in general. You can't have. You gotta go. You gotta just go, and like I said, it's becoming a very, very. I said it's scary in a sense, but it's like society, humans are becoming. I said if they weren't already, now it's just more so. Even in things that need criticism, everything is becoming more and more just like a bot-like society where people just they all look one way, and they eat, they sleep, they eat, they go be slaves and repeat. Like that's gonna be the recurring theme, and just. But I say yeah, I'm just like I said, I'll say a review prior to WrestleMania. I'll talk more. If not review, if I really don't, then I'll quick review of 2K, and because I just wanted to talk about it. I wasn't going to talk about it, but I just wanted to talk about it for y'all. If y'all wanted to, you wonder if I was going to talk about it. Well, here you go. I just talked about it, but yeah, probably after WrestleMania, I'll do a quick review of 2K23, and yeah, I guess that's it for me. And like I said, like nothing. If you find no wrong, and 2K is the best thing in your eyes, right? Like that's it. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. But don't vilify everybody else because of the fact that they're highlighting the issues or what's wrong with 2K, and then call them as just they're just complaining, or they're not real, quote unquote, because you have that thing going, using that term. Like I said, everything has been bastardized, but yeah, you call them not real fans because they don't blindly support the next shit game that 2K puts out. But yeah, that's everything I had to say. So I'll see y'all later.